What if I told you some of the most famous buildings in the world nearly collapsed, not because of earthquakes, not because of war, but because of math mistakes, small calculation errors, wrong assumptions, tiny misjudgments in angles, loads, or resonance? Those tiny numbers almost turned into catastrophic disasters. Today, we uncover 5 shocking mathematical errors in famous architecture that nearly caused total structural collapse. Stay until the end, because the last one changed engineering forever. First, the Leaning Tower that shouldn't exist. The Leaning Tower of Pisa. When construction began in 1173, designers believed the foundation was sufficient. It wasn't. The math error. Engineers underestimated soil-bearing capacity. The tower was built on soft, compressible clay and sand. The foundation was only about 3 meters deep. As the 3rd floor was completed, the tower began to tilt. The terrifying part, builders didn't fully understand differential settlement, where soil compresses unevenly under load. Instead of stopping, they tried to compensate by building upper levels slightly taller on one side, correcting error with more math. What almost happened? By the 1990s, the tilt reached 5.5 degrees. Simulations showed if the angle increased slightly more, the center of gravity would shift beyond the base support. Total collapse. The fix? In 1990, engineers removed soil from beneath the higher side. A counterintuitive solution based on modern geotechnical modeling. Today, it still leans. But it stands because modern mathematics corrected medieval miscalculation. Next, the bridge that danced itself to destruction. The Tacoma Narrows Bridge opened in 1940 in Washington. It collapsed 4 months later. The math error. Engineers calculated static load correctly, but failed to account for aeroelastic flutter. This resonance phenomenon occurs where wind matches the bridge's natural frequency. The math models used were incomplete. Wind at just 40 miles per hour created oscillations, amplitude increased, energy accumulated, resonance intensified. On November 7, 1940, the bridge tore itself apart. The lesson: resonance isn't just about force, it's about frequency alignment. After this disaster, structural dynamics became mandatory in bridge design. One mathematical oversight changed civil engineering education forever. Next, the skyscraper that could have fallen in a moderate storm. Citicorp Center. In 1977, a shocking discovery was made. The building could collapse under certain wind conditions. The math error. Engineer William Lemessurier designed the tower with diagonal braces. Initial calculations assumed winds hitting the flat faces, but a student questioned, what about quartering? Winds hitting the corners. The revised math revealed a terrifying flaw. Under certain angled wind loads, the building's bolted joints could fail. Not during a hurricane, but during a moderate storm. What happened next? A secret overnight retrofit operation began. Welders reinforced over 200 joints, all done quietly to avoid public panic. If a storm had hit before completion, the structure could have collapsed in Midtown Manhattan. One overlooked load case, one student's question, one near catastrophe. Next, the walkway collapse that redefined structural responsibility. The Hyatt Regency Walkway, located in Kansas City. In 1981, during a dance event, 2 suspended walkways collapsed. 113 people died. The math error originally. Long hanger rods supported both walkways. During fabrication, the design was changed. Instead of one continuous rod, 2 shorter rods were used. This doubled the load on a key connection point. The math wasn't verified properly. The joint could handle only 30% of the required capacity. When crowded, connection failure. Instant collapse. The engineering impact. This tragedy permanently changed professional engineering ethics. Today, engineers must sign NCO calculations, Design modifications require full recalculation because math isn't optional. It is life and death, finally. The Millennium Bridge that wobbled on opening day in London opened in 2000. Closed 2 days later. The math error. Engineers accounted for vertical loads but underestimated synchronous lateral excitation. When people walk, they unconsciously sync with slight movement. Tiny sway leads to people adjusting steps, leading to synchronization, then amplified sway. This feedback loop caused the bridge to wobble dramatically. Not because it was weak, but because human behavior wasn't fully modeled mathematically. The fix: engineers added 37 dampers. After retrofitting, it reopened in 2002. Today it stands strong, a lesson in nonlinear dynamics and crowd behavior modeling. Why these mistakes matter: each case had something in common. The structure was famous. The engineers were skilled, the math seemed correct, but a missed variable, an ignored scenario. An incomplete model. Mathematics in architecture is not just numbers, it's probability, resonance, load distribution, human behavior, soil mechanics, ethics, and sometimes one decimal point separates stability from disaster. Every skyscraper you see, every bridge you cross, every stadium you enter is standing because someone did the math correctly. And sometimes because someone caught a mistake just in time the next time you look at a building. Remember, behind concrete and steel, there is invisible mathematics holding everything together. And when math fails, gravity never does.